Make sure that everything is ready. And I'm going to give people time to get into the room while I separate my hair. And I know it seems like the older it gets. Hello, Michael. There we go. Hello, Noir. Hello, Melissa. How are you? And just waiting for a couple more people to get in the room before I start talking. Hi, Candelo. How are you? I am really shining bright this morning. And I know that it's from the work that I've been doing, from the work that Terrence has been doing on me, from the work that April has been doing with me. I'm feeling amazing. So many things are happening. Doors are opening. Portals are closing. So today's thing is going to be read you, write you, take you off the shelf so you can start chapter 1. I remember when I was going to Fashion in the Streets High School, and words today are so different. There are things we said back then that are not politically correct now, like a woman who, hey, how you doing, Candelo? A woman who hung out with like all gay male friends was often referred to as a fag hag. I'm not sure that's appropriate now, but that's what I was. Thank you so much, Annabelle. And one of their favorite sayings, my friends that I hung out with you, was, girl, I will read you, write you, put you on the shelf, and call you chapter 1. I used to love it. Because there was this girl that was teasing me in school. And when my gay friends caught a hold of her, they set her aflame. They was like, girl Rilla. And I was sitting there going, did they just call that girl a girl Rilla? Truly they did. Girl Rilla, I will read you, write you, put you on the shelf, and call you chapter 1. But I am giving you guys, or working with you guys, your first step into becoming chapter 1 of your own story. So I got my cards ready. I'm ready today. As you ask your questions, you know how this goes. You know what I do. You go ahead, put your question down there. You see down there where you can write your comments? You write your questions, and I will flip a card for you, and then I will give you what Spirit gives me. There's some things that we gotta put away, right? We gotta place away our judgments. We gotta place our inhibitions away, because Spirit is opening big doors for you. Big doors, right? Every time in the spiritual community, I always see people like fretting the retrogrades, right? Let me tell you why you gotta stop doing that. There's a reason why some of these planets are doing the Cupid shuffle. Okay? You to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. There's a reason. Sometimes things have to be brought back up into your atmosphere, or have to be shifted so that you can make the change that is necessary. And things are moving backwards so that you can go back and look at things, or revisit the way that you saw certain things. There are ways that you were seeing things that weren't factual. Or maybe you threw something behind your back with the hopes of forgetting it, and Spirit is going, no, the dirt is still under the rug. You have to clean the dirt out. You can't sweep it under the rug. So now is a time of reflection, right? You ever been in a class and you've taken a test, and you've taken a full test, right? And the teacher gives you a review period. Your review period is your chance to go over your answers, to reread the questions without the pressure that you initially had, and to possibly choose the right choice or make the right answer. So in this Mercury retrograde, right, People are going to come back. Relationships will come back. Things will break. Things will fall apart. And sometimes they do that, not to fall apart, but just so that they can fall into place. So they can fall into the right space and the place for you. So stop fretting retrogrades. Retrogrades happen for a reason. They're for you to do a review, if you will. Hey, Mambo, how are you? I saw Melissa and then I saw Annabelle, so I'm going to flip. What is really the issue that we have with reviewing some of the things that we have in our lives? It's in review that you make some of your best choices. It is in review that you are able to get a clear look at what is going on and happening for your life, right? Things never fall apart. When I hear people say everything fell apart, I'm saying no, everything falls into place. Sometimes when things are falling, they're falling into place. Let the chips fall where they may. Stop interjecting with your emotions. You have to pull back on your emotions. Here's the things that I have learned. Okay? I have learned that just this weekend, I was like really upset. I had a experience that I thought was like, oh my God, like I was like, why is this always happening to me? Why this is, but I realized that the universe is saying this is happening to you because the choice that you're making is not the correct choice for you. I would go into these relationships and I would put down my foresight and I would see from here instead of from here. And Spirit is saying, no, the light must always be on. Because people can say anything and they can do another. Melissa, your card today is Power of Attraction. This card comes up because it talks about your magnetism. Whenever anyone gets the Power of Attraction card, Spirit is saying that you're entering a season where everything you say, everything you do, everything you believe, everything you hope for, people are going to be hanging on to your every word. You're going to be catapulting people, places, and things in yourself because you have the power of attraction. Anything that you want in this season, you're going to be able to call to yourself because you're now beginning to realize the power that rests in you, that it's not outside of you, that it's within you. And when we walked in the traditions that we walked in growing up, we believed that that spirit was somewhere outside of us and that we had to claim it and we had to reach for it and it had to be found outside of us. And Spirit is saying, no, the Creator made you with everything within so you wouldn't have to do without. And now you're realizing it. So Spirit has just confirmed with the card you just got that you have the power of attraction and the ability to pull whatever it is that you want to you. Okay? Guys, in case you didn't know, some of you already do, and you have started to donate. There is a minimum donation today of $7.77. You can totally donate, or you can donate at another time, even while I'm not on my live. If you don't have to donate, that's okay. You can do it at another time, or you can go to Geechee Gullah Rooted and purchase some of my oils or my items. Okay? Annabelle. The Trust Yourself card came up. Your question was, should I see Claude? And Spirit is saying you got to trust yourself more. Because you already know the answer, but you want a confirmation. And Spirit says the confirmation doesn't come from outside of you. It comes from within you. You've already put questions and things forward. You've already noticed certain things you liked and didn't like. And Spirit is saying to you that you have to welcome in the what is coming to you. because they're speaking directly to you. And I want to say something to everybody surrounding that, and then I'm going to get back to Annabelle. Everybody gets downloads. Everybody gets information. But if you don't adjust to the frequency, it's like a radio. If you don't put the knob on the right frequency, you won't pick up the right signal to get the information or the downloads you're getting. Spirit is saying, Annabelle, that you're extremely powerful. And they already spoken to you in regards to Claude. There's some things you're not paying attention to, and there's some things that you're ignoring. And Spirit says revisit, and they will help you with the decision you need to make. Okay, and I think... Okay, after that, Nita sent a wanted a message, I'm assuming. So let's see... Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Clarine. You're welcome, Annabelle. You got going beyond your higher self. Going beyond normal. Going beyond normal. Now, there was a Freudian slip a minute ago. I said going beyond your higher self. Not your highest self, your higher self. Where you are right now. There is a hesitation in you that believes that you've reached this point or this limit and that you can't go any higher. And Spirit is saying no. There's higher than your higher self. There's your highest self. So Spirit is saying you got to go beyond normal. You have to get out the confines of the box that you're in. There's so much more that the universe wants to open for you and to you, and is ready to present for you and to you. But you have to believe higher. You know, like I was saying to my mom the other day, and I say this as an example, right? I said, Mom, you know, I'm just praying that doors open, that we'll get some of the money we need to do some of the things we need to do. And she said, yeah, like the lotto is so much tonight. I just hope I get at least $1 million. And I looked over. I said, $1 million? She said, yeah, I don't really need a lot. That's all I need is $1 million. And I said, why do black people do that, Mama? Why do we do that? She goes, what do you mean? I said, white folk don't do that. They want the lotto. They want the lotto. They want the whole. I want the jackpot. No, we have already conditioned ourselves into believing that we don't want to upset anybody by wishing for the whole thing. So we'll just take a little bit. And I say that to you because Spirit is saying to you, what you wish for, you get. If you believe you only deserve a little, that's all you're going to get. You have to hope and pray for more and higher. And expect the miracle, okay? Because it's coming. It's sitting. You're at the precipice. But you got to get out of the confines of where you are. You have to go beyond normal. And in a sense, get out of your own way. So, initially, this thing happened this weekend to me. And my first thought was to get upset, to blame him, to say, you hurt me, why did you do it? But nothing, beloveds, nothing happens without your permission. We always think that, why is this always happening? Let me tell you, Spirit shows up when you expect it to. And it shows up in many different ways. It'll show up as disappointment if that's what you're expecting. It'll show up as hurt if that's what you're expecting. It'll show up as pain if that's what you're expecting. It'll show up as joy if that's what you're expecting. So my thing to you is, what are your expectations? I'm ready to read you, write you, not write you, but write you and get you off the shelf. You gotta do your work. You have to. So much is sitting and waiting for you. You have to break out of parameters. Melissa, love you so much. You're doing so well. Came out of the parameters of what you believed and is trusting the process. that the world has more for you than New York can hold. That's awesome. Absolutely. Guys, when you get a chance, like I said, my PayPal and my Cash App is up. You can absolutely, Clarine, you can donate. The minimum donation is $7.77. It's not an easy process, Melissa, but it's a necessary one. Clarine, inspiration. The inspiration card comes up because Spirit is saying that you're one of those people. You get inspired and you inspire. So definitely get out into nature. That's going to be so beneficial to you. And that is going to spiral into some things that you need to get done and do for and in your life. Okay? I don't know if you're an artist or you're in the arts or whatever, or you write or you create, but the Spirit is giving me like there's something that you're supposed to be creating. And you need to go get inspired, and by default, you will inspire. It's going to be a wonderful cycle because you're going to get something that's going to hit you here, and you're like, I got to do that. And then when people see what you've done and see you work, they're going to be inspired. Guys, I don't know if you know, I put my new product list out. I'm going to put it up again today so you guys can see it. I got new oils. I got Oracle, which helps. It's like a third eye oil, which helps you to see. And also, you're very welcome. Helps you to remember your dreams. Helps you to remember the process, and also helps you with your ancestral downloads. When your ancestors come to give you information and say certain things for you, this helps you with your ancestral downloads. So I also have matrimony. Matrimony is an oil that, let's say you're in a relationship and you've been together and it's really good and you know this is your mate, you know it's real. I put a lot of matrimonial herbs into it, and here's my favorite. It also has an engagement ring in the oil, so it's freaking awesome. So there's that. Now, mind you, the matrimony oil only comes in 2 ounces. Okay? And I'm really excited. There's 2 other oils that I did, which are to call to your paternal grandmother or your maternal grandmother. So for your paternal grandmother, that oil is called Maddie Ruth. And for your maternal grandmother, it's called Mrs. They are named after my grandmothers. And powerful oils, I've used them while I sat with them, while I meditated on them. I never met my mother's mother, but I certainly felt her presence when I did this oil. If it were not for my mother's mother, who died 2 years before I came, there would be no Geechee Gullah Rooted. She fell into my spirit, and I dreamed about her the night before I started the company, and she gave me the recipes for my base business, meaning the oils that I initially created, she created. She gave to me and commanded that I do our family legacy. Guys, you are not connecting with your families enough. You're connecting with other things. You're connecting with other spirits and everything, and that's fine. But you know how Monopoly says, do not pass go, do not collect $200? You're jumping past go. You're missing your 200. Your ancestors are waiting to download into you to give you the information you needed. Also, I want to say that you guys, if you are people of color, and I'm a proud Black woman, a proud African American woman, right? 3 generations of Harlem Nights. And I had to acknowledge that there was more in my bloodline than just African American. That there was more in my bloodline than I knew there to be. The arguments that we have about Black this or Black that, there are white ancestors sitting inside you, in your bloodline, waiting to absolve some of the things they've done by assisting you in your present day. And I'm not saying every ancestor's good. That's not what I'm saying. There are some that are still in turmoil because they don't understand what they've done or how they need to transcend out of where they are. But I will say to you, you have ancestors of every race. And you need to open yourself up to the possibilities that exist in that. And what exists in that is your ancestral court is here to elevate you. I had no idea. Like, I didn't do the ancestry test, but my dad did. And when my his ancestry test came back, I found out that my great grandfather was full-blooded Irish. Beg your pardon? Yes. So guess what? You have to learn how to celebrate them. And for those of you who are breaking away from Christianity, like I had a troll the other day. You know, at first I was feeling bad because I was like, maybe he's right. I'm pulling, people are thinking I'm talking about Christianity. And Spirit was like, no, he don't know what the hell he talking about. Because he's so busy running from what is that he can't see what is. It's not about what tradition you follow. It's also about honoring what your ancestors followed. Because if you honor their path, they will honor your path. And there's a reason why my family line allowed me to be Christian for most of my life and then come out of it. Because my family line showed me by being in it that this was not where I belonged. But I will sing a gospel song to honor them. I will sing a gospel song to connect with them because I can feel their energy around me whenever I'm singing gospel music or playing gospel music because I'm honoring them. I'm not saying go serve Jesus. I'm not saying go serve Buddha. I'm not saying go serve Muhammad. I'm talking about my ancestral ties and the lines to what they followed to what I followed. Write your stories, beloveds. Get off the shelf. Yesterday in New York, it was close to 50 degrees, right? And it felt like spring out there because it's been freezing last week. It was like in the teens, if that. One day it was 10 degrees. So it felt amazing. And everybody was out yesterday. A kid got on the ATV, drunk, hit the back of my car. It's not a lot of damage, but it's significant. And I'm up this morning in New York. It's raining. But I couldn't get the smile off my face. Because right now, we're in Mercury retrograde, right? And I want you to think about it like washing clothes. Right now, we're in Mercury retrograde, and in essence, we're in the spin cycle. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody really likes the spin cycle, but in order to get the water out, the machine has to spin at a high velocity. That's what retrograde is. Anything that can't hold on gotta go. The dirt, the hurt, the broken promises, the lies, the disappointment, they all get left behind in the spin cycle. You have to learn to celebrate the upsets. They come to make you strong. Stop fearing success. Stop becoming complacent. You were not meant to be complacent. You were meant to be victorious. Hi, Ebony. You were meant to be victorious. You were meant to break free of the shell that you currently occupy. I told this story before. That whenever there's a crab or a lobster, right, and they feel themselves outgrowing the parameters of their shell, they go to underneath the rock, their secret hiding place, and they will break out of the shell that they will crawl out of the shell they occupied, right? And they will stay under that rock until they form a new shell. And this keeps happening time and time and time again. But the strength is not in the fact that the new shell grows. The strength is in the fact that they trust in the process. That, yeah, I might not be able to be out on the ocean floor for a time. That I might have to be underneath this rock. But I know that at the end of all of this, at the end of all things, that I will be able to gain new awareness, new strength, new protections. What are you guys doing about your protections? As I posted the other day, don't hex, heal. Everybody that comes up into your life that gives you some sort of strife or pain or adversity, they come to show you a side of yourself that you gotta fucking fix. Fix your shit. You keep wishing for shit that you don't know what it brings. With finance, brings a whole nother set of problems. More money, more problems. Biggie wasn't lying. With a bigger house brings a bigger mortgage. With more children comes more finances. You're going to have to be able to look at the whole process and the whole plan. He that that fails to plan, plans to fail. So what are your plans? Melissa says she tends to light a white candle for my home with my sanctuary oil. Also, what are you guys doing to secure yourselves? Okay, there's going to be now, I want you to pay very close attention. Today, I think, is March 10th, right? March 10th, 2019. Watch what I tell you. There's going to be a great upheaval. There's going to be a bunch of people moving. You're going to either, if you're not moving within the next year, you're going to find yourself moving within the next 5. And wherever you go, if you get the vision, yes, Clarine, Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3. Go to 3, because 3 is very important. But once you get into that place that you move to, I think Amazon has them, and you can bless them, or you can send them to me for a blessing or whatever. Get yourself railroad stakes, to put down stakes to secure. Because right after that 5-year mark, the United States is going to be in a sort of spin cycle. Lots of people are going to lose where they live. They're going to lose their income. They're going to lose all sorts of things. And you got to prepare for those major retrogrades. Watch what I say. March 10th, 2019, it's real. Watch what happens. So guys, does anybody else want me to pull a card? Because if you do, I'm ready. And when you get a chance, no problem, Clarine. When you guys get a chance, go over to the Geechee Gal Roots page. Watch what I tell you. It's going to happen differently from what you expect. It's not going to be like a movie and a big catastrophe like that. Not a hurricane, not a tornado, with the ground shakes, an earthquake is coming East Coast, and it's going to move down the coast, and it's going to be substantial. But what I'm talking about is you're going to find an unbelievable amount of people in your cipher that are going to be losing their place of residence, their jobs, and things of that nature. So what I'm telling you now, in my best TD Jakes voice, get ready, get ready, get ready. Okay? And guys, I know I posted it this week, but I'm waiting for my locks, which come today in the mail. By next weekend, my hair should be white. Just want to do something different. That's me. I love you guys to the moon and back. Okay? I come here and I talk to you guys. I'll be back on tonight. But I just missed you guys so much. Hey, Akil. Yeah. Clarine, come back on tonight. I should be back on tonight about 7 o'clock. Melissa, tonight is 7 o'clock. I'll be back on at 7 o'clock tonight. And I'll be pulling more cards. And guys, like I said, railroad spikes, make sure you get them. That will settle you in your place. 7 o'clock tonight, I'm definitely coming back. I'm definitely going to be connecting with you. I'm definitely going to be doing more cards. And I'm excited. Do me a favor. Definitely share my lives. We need more people to come and get this information. Also want to connect you with the right people who do healing. I want to, connect. There's a couple of people in the room, like I've connected to April. I've connected to Terrence. Some people know M. Definitely been pushing you guys out there to get what you need, because it's not about me or keeping you here for me. I'm going to be all right. Spirit is going to take care of me. But I definitely want to connect you to the right people. And I also want you to get some of the projects, the products at Geechee Gullah Rooted. A lot of people have used my products. A lot of people have had success with my products. And I want to make sure that you guys get the same success that comes to you, and even more so. The limitations are only up to you. I love you guys to the moon and back. Love, light, and shadow. I'll see you tonight at 7. Bye.